Tommy Shelby from Peaky Blinders draws people in with his quiet, introverted nature paired with undeniable charisma. You might not want to be exactly like him, but there are 8 powerful habits you can take from his character to command instant respect in your own life. Whether you're aiming to gain confidence, project strength, or handle challenges with composure, these habits will help you stand out. And don't worry, this video includes a few key moments to show how these habits work in action, but no spoilers. The first thing you notice about Tommy is the fact of his comfort with maintaining eye contact, even when in conflict.
And I'm guessing that's you, because you're looking me up and down like I'm a fucking tart.
I want to know what you want.
When you're gonna die, ain't you? I would have buried you all. But my mother, she knows you. She said...
At one point in a tense situation, a character pushes Tommy. As this scene so effectively points out, one of the most salient takeaways from these moments is to not make the mistake that many people do upon viewing these clips, which is to maintain contact always. In fact, during a conflict, holding eye contact can raise the ante if neither party will look away. The goal is not to avoid breaking eye contact, but more about making meaning of what your behavior is actually conveying to the other person. If you want to indicate you won't be intimidated, don't break eye contact. On the other hand, if de-escalation is more important, it helps to look down. Looking up and through in a disagreement can be perceived as threatening or confrontational. To diffuse a situation without appearing to show fear or discomfort, maintain eye contact for 3 to 5 seconds, then break it by looking sideways, not down. The second body language habit that helps Tommy is his calm, unhurried movements. Outside of physical fights, he's almost never in a rush. Just watch how, in this next clip, his slow, steady pace creates an instant impression of control, as if he's beyond intimidation.
Sit. Talking to you, Mr. Shelby.
When you move at a relaxed pace in moments where most people might feel stressed, it sends a message that you're composed and unaffected. If you want to command attention in a large group like Tommy Shelby, here's a quick tip. Make your gestures as big as your audience. When speaking to a room full of people, your movements should match the room's energy, projecting confidence that makes everyone pay attention.
It is you, my friends, who must suffer the cuts in wages, and in welfare, and in dignity. And you must not complain, because that would be unpatriotic. You soldiers who have fought in France, you are traitors if you speak up.
Just watch how Tommy's presence grows with his hand gestures.
But the main thing is, you bunch of fuckers, despite the provocation from the cavalry, no fighting.
Tommy's ability to command respect during conflict largely comes from his calm, non-reactive approach to hostility. This trait allows him to project confidence without uttering a word.
The war pensions are these poor old Garrison Lane widows. That's your level. I am Billy Kimber. I run the races, and you fixed one of them, so I'm going to have you shot against a post.
When someone stays composed in situations where others might panic, it inherently draws respect. For instance, consider how Tommy prepares for his encounters. He thoroughly researches his enemies. As he famously states,
"No. He researches his enemies. That's why he's been chosen."
I am chosen. I'm chosen. Could the chosen one smoke?
While this may be an exaggerated scenario, it effectively showcases how Tommy's non-reactivity instills confidence, even in high-stakes situations. Of course, the aim isn't to pretend you're unbothered while feeling anxious inside. It's about developing authentic, deep-rooted confidence. We'll explore strategies to cultivate this mindset at the end of the video. Moving beyond body language, another powerful way to command respect is by mastering how you speak. One thing you'll immediately notice about Tommy is his choice of words. He speaks with conviction. When talking about his plans, he doesn't say, "I hope to" or "I want to." Instead, he says, "I will."
And you will change your ways. And I'll change the fucking world.
That simple shift in language makes a world of difference in how others perceive his confidence. But it's not just the words. You can show conviction with your tone. Many people undercut their statements by ending with an upward inflection, which makes even confident statements sound like questions, signaling uncertainty. Let's compare Tommy's grounded tone with Gina's, which lacks that same conviction.
That's the other reason I came here. What are Michael's real intentions towards me, Gina?
Tommy. He intends to complete the deal. And then you both walk away.
If you want to sound sure of yourself, keep your tone steady and finish with a downward inflection. This way, you communicate that you mean every word. Just as Tommy's body language is slow and deliberate, his speaking style follows a similar rhythm. He speaks slowly, using pauses between words to draw people in. These pauses, when he's not speaking, ironically become the moments that grab people's attention the most. Tommy times his pauses so that you're hanging on, waiting for what he'll say next.
You know, Michael, when you're dealing with a very powerful enemy, taking revenge sometimes requires time. You have to pick your moment. That moment will come.
Now, you might think speaking slowly and pausing would give people a chance to cut you off. But the trick isn't to rush or abandon your thought mid-sentence. Instead, stay committed to that steady cadence, at least until you've finished your point. Check out this next clip, where the ticking in the background is actually a bomb, adding tension to his slow delivery.
Member of Parliament for this constituency, it is my duty to take responsibility for the welfare of my constituents.
The clock is still ticking.
Consumption of opium is very prejudicial.
One final piece to Tommy's ability to command respect. He never has to shout. His quiet words carry immense weight because he understands what his audience wants or fears. He knows he can either give them what they desire or prevent something they dread. Here's an example from that earlier scene when he's threatened as the chosen one.
You were one decision away from death, Mr. Shelby.
So stop fucking smiling.
So why can Tommy stay so calm and non-reactive under intense pressure? Because he knows he's not actually in danger. Let's see how he reveals this assurance.
Your name is Irene O'Donnell. You have a son at the Cherrywood Road School in Harborne. He has arms on his legs. His name is Sean. He comes last in every race. Poor boy. Poor boy if the race was important. Do you know what I mean?
One of Tommy's most powerful tactics is his use of carrot and stick motivation, a strategy that makes him incredibly persuasive. He knows how to command loyalty and get results by offering something desirable, or by applying pressure when needed. Now, while Tommy's methods are extreme, the core approach can be surprisingly effective in everyday situations. Say you want a raise or a promotion at work. Most people might just walk in and ask their boss, "I've been working hard here. Can I have a raise?" It's direct, but it's focused on what you want, which isn't all that persuasive. Now, let's apply Tommy's carrot and stick approach. Instead, you could start by saying, "I believe I can add more value to the company and contribute at a higher level. What specific goals would you need to see from me over the next 3 months to justify a promotion?" By framing it this way, you're shifting the conversation from what you want to how you can benefit the company. Work with your boss to create a clear, measurable plan, then commit to hitting every target. As you do, explore job offers from other companies so that, after 3 months, you're not only delivering results but also holding competitive offers. If your boss hesitates to follow through on the promotion, you can politely remind them of your accomplishments and mention that other companies recognize your value. This approach brings both the carrot and stick into play. No extreme threats involved. This strategy works but executing it confidently can be tough. Many people feel hesitant or think they need years to build up this level of internal confidence. But with the right steps, you can significantly boost your confidence in just a few weeks. Developing that kind of confidence is closer than you think when you follow a solid game plan. To sum it all up, Tommy Shelby's character gives us a powerful blueprint for commanding respect and influencing others. Through slow, deliberate movements, unwavering eye contact, and a calm, non-reactive demeanor, he shows how to project confidence even under pressure. His conviction-filled language and tone show that he's sure of himself, and he knows how to pull people in with well-timed pauses. And finally, Tommy's carrot and stick motivation reveals the power of understanding what people truly want and knowing when to push or pull back. While we don't need to adopt every part of Tommy's life, these habits show us practical ways to create presence and earn respect in our own lives. By embodying these qualities, we can influence those around us in a genuine, powerful way. Thanks for watching, and if you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on developing presence and confidence.